I saw this one car and I fell in love with it, and I sat in it and I was like, oh my god, like this is it, this is my future car, I love it. And here I am 5 years later and I still have that car. Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel and this is a place where we talk life and money simplified. So if you want to improve your savings, life, or income, be sure to hit that subscribe so we can grow together. So today I'm going to tell you all about how I created my vision board and, you know, the kind of fun things I put into it that maybe you could put into your vision board. This is kind of like my 2020 vision board, but not necessarily my 2020 vision board, if you know what I mean. Not my board for this year, but the board I created this year for the next 1 to 5 years. You know, this is kind of my goals short term, I would say. These are the goals, these are the things that I want to reach, and so I want to be able to see them every day. The first step to any vision board is figuring out what you want on it. You know, what are your goals? When you think about your life for the next 1 to 5 years, what are the things you want in it? What are the things that if this could be possible and you could have anything you want, what would it be? What would your life look like? When you're thinking about your goals, you need to be specific. Do the research. What resort do you actually want to go to? Figure out the name of it. Look at some pictures of that resort and print out those pictures, because that's the resort that you want to go to, and that's the place that you're picturing yourself on your dream vacation. If you found a resort that you really want to go to, print off those pictures. If you want to see certain numbers in your bank account, you know, kind of do some Photoshop work and make your bank account look like it has more money in it. If you want to go to New York City and you've always wanted to see yourself in Times Square, maybe Photoshop yourself into a picture of Times Square and slap that bad boy on there. It's all about how you can trick your mind into believing that you already have these things. That if you just keep working hard enough and doing what you're doing, that eventually these things will come to you because you believe it. And you know that these things are out there and they are on their way to you as quickly as you're on your way to them. That came out really weird, didn't it? It's the law of attraction, boys. It's no secret. Actually, there is a book though. It's called The Secret. It's like all this shit wrapped up in one. That's all it is. Okay, so once you've got your array of pictures or phrases or, you know, the conjunction of things that you want to put onto your vision board, I arranged them on a Google Doc and I kind of just made it so they all fit most pictures on a page. And I did a test print of them first to make sure that the sizing of the pictures would be right for the sizing of the poster frame that I got, and that they wouldn't be too big or too small. Once I had the sizing right and I was really happy with everything, how everything was going to look, I went ahead and printed all of my pictures onto sticker paper, so that way when I cut it all out, I didn't have to do any gluing. It was just super easy. I could peel and stick right onto the poster board, and it was no issue at all. I had a good time with that. Made my life so much easier. I hate glue. I hate glue. Alright, so once I had all my pictures printed out on my sticker paper and cut out, I was ready to go. I was ready to get everything stuck on this board, okay? I was ready to get the juices flowing, the ball rolling. Then I realized that I had some marble sticker paper from when I stuck it to this table that I'm actually sitting beside right here. And so I figured that it would be the perfect backdrop for my vision board. And it kind of, you know, conjoins the theme in the room. It's great. So I just cut it to the right size and stuck that bad boy on there and called it a day. Once I had my vinyl paper stuck down, then I was able to go in and kind of arrange where I wanted everything to go. So I knew that I wanted to have this quote in the center of my vision board to kind of be the theme of what I'm doing and why I'm doing this, you know. I had this gold leaf kind of lying around and this glue pen and black scrapbooking paper, and so I thought it would all kind of, might be a little fun craft project. So what I did for the center was pretty simple, time consuming more than anything else. I just traced the quote onto the black scrapbooking paper, and then I went over it with a glue pen. And put down some gold leaf and let it dry overnight, dusted it off, and voila, I had myself a gold leaf reflective kind of quote for the center, and I thought that was kind of cute. Once that was all dry, I was able to put everything properly on the vision board, kind of how I wanted it, and since it was sticker paper, all I had to do was peel off the back and stick those bad boys down. The black scrapbooking paper, of course, I had some glue tape, actually, because that's how much I hate gluing, that I just bought some glue tape at the dollar store. It's so much easier. And I stuck down those little black scrapbooking pieces and put my pictures over top. So I'm really happy with how the finished product ended up turning out. You know, I got this, it's just literally like a piece of cardboard and this plastic with edges that kind of just slide on really easy like that. I could always put a different piece of cardboard in here and just reuse this thing if I ever wanted to make a new vision board, but I'm very happy with how this one turned out, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. So on my vision board, I went with things that were most true to me, and I went with my goals for YouTube and my website, which at the time of making this vision board wasn't live, but it is now. You know, go check it out, rachelbergstrom.com. I'll leave the link up in the info card right there. I put an earning goal there. I kind of modified my bank account to make it look like I have more money than is in there now. I have a travel section of this resort that I have been wanting to go to for literally like 2 years now. It's in Thailand, and I put a picture of myself in Santorini from when I was in Santorini to remind myself that, you know, crazy vacations and things like that are possible, and they do happen. And if I can see myself in Greece, I could picture myself in Thailand. And so I was kind of going with that there. My pride and joy, the quote that I spent so long doing, in the middle. On the board, when you're putting it together, I would try to keep similar things together so there's kind of like a cohesive flow to the vision board. I know they may seem impractical or unrealistic, but I'm here about working hard. I know on mine, there's so many more things that I could have gone into with my personal life and getting married and my dream wedding and things like that, but I didn't want it to be too big, and I didn't want it to feel too cluttered. You know, what you put out there is going to be given back to you. And if you believe these things and you try really hard and you think that nothing can stop you, then the universe will reward you for that, you know, and they'll say, keep going, and give you the things that you've been dreaming about. In 2014, I found myself at the auto show. It was in, I think it was early February 2014. I saw this one car and I fell in love with it, and I sat in it and I was like, oh my God, like this is it. This is my future car. I love it. I was in college living in a city at the time, and so unrealistic, not gonna happen kind of thing. And I was also unemployed. I didn't have a job, wouldn't have been able to afford it in the slightest at the time. But I took a picture of it anyway, and I took a picture of the little information stand in front of it, and I was like, oh, you know, one day. And I pretty much kind of just stopped thinking about it, you know. A year later, I ended up moving home, got my first car, which was a hand-me-down. It ended up crapping out on me 6 months later, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and look and see if I could even afford a new car. I went to the dealership and I found out you don't actually need a down payment to buy a car. I was set on, I'm 20 years old, and I was set on having a brand new car. He told me that they had a year prior of that car sitting in the lot and told me that I could take it for a test drive. And so I did, and I instantly fell in love with this car. I had my whole family come and see it, test drive it, tell me that it was awesome, and I ended up buying the car. It was the only car that I test drove. It was the only car that I saw. I didn't really think anything about it until like last week. I was going through my computer and I was going through some old pictures from the auto show in 2014, and I found the picture of, haha, you guessed it, my car. It was my car, same color, same features, except for the fact that mine is not a hatchback and the one at the auto show was a hatchback. And so I know it wasn't on a vision board. I know it wasn't something that I was thinking about every day, like I'm gonna get it. This is me, one day I will have this. But in that moment, I thought that this is what I want. I took a picture of it and I believed one day I'm gonna have this. And I really never thought anything of it. I never thought I won't have it. And here I am 5 years later and I still have that car. The law of attraction is real. And the universe is always listening to what you want. If you believe that you can have it, you have to let yourself believe and you have to let yourself want. So once you've got your vision board, you have to hang it on your wall and you have to trust it and you have to believe it and you have to see yourself in these moments in life. Every time you look at one of the pictures on your vision board, imagine yourself in that moment in life. You know, if it's making $100,000, imagine what it feels like to make $100,000. Imagine what, you know, how you would spend that $100,000, how you would save that $100,000. Think about what you would do, what you would give to your family. If you want to travel and go on vacation, then picture what it'll be like being at that resort, you know, looking at those views. Close your eyes and imagine your life is already like that and you've already had these things. Alright guys, that is it. If you liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, so I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.